Hello again. This is about the continuing experience of learning how to increase the capacity to feel. The feeling experience in the body, in the heart, in the mind, and in the soul is the primary means by which we progress. Now, I'm suggesting to you that there is the ideal use of the symbology and the feeling of water. I'm suggesting that you might take a single drop of water, feel it with your interior anatomy of your heart in some form. Just use your emotional imagination to feel a drop of water going into and around, and just watch where it goes. Watch what it feels like. Then, when you have the sense of what we call the two girl experience of peace, you allow it to open into two more degrees. The second degree is the experience of what we call the four girl. Many things we'll talk about there, especially in that month. Right now, we're primarily talking about the two girl experience and how it may be the actual beginning for all progress. So, the single drop, which is the symbology sometimes of the lake that has no ripple, a lake of peace. The larger drop is the symbolic experience of the ocean, and that's the ocean that refuses no river. It's a process of receiving, non judgment, very important place. The original lake, the lake of peace of self, does not dissolve into the ocean. It utilizes the experience of the ocean to increase its own capacity to feel. The last bubble is a very large one. It is equivalent to space, all empty space, known or unknown. You can call it silence. You can call it the universe. You can call it galaxy. You can call it many different things. You can call it the void if you want. You can also experience it as something beyond the mind and body, and it has to do with the experience of grace, divine, something holy, Holy Spirit if you want. It is something beyond us. When we're occupying the experience of peace, my feeling, opening that with the capacity to be able to receive, like an ocean receives all rivers, and we extend that past the boundaries to receive more, we're asking for guidance or help or assistance from the divine to help us increase our capacity to feel. This diagram on this side, it has to do with the reality that there is the human body, and around the human body, there is a series of layers. Not well known in science, but we have a spirit body, an etheric body, sometimes called prana, chi, it's called many other things in different cultures, but there is the reality of what is really there is what is containing us like an egg. And eventually, we need to, with our drop of water, our increase of the desire to feel everything that's here. Because really, this outer boundary, like a skin, is the boundary of our identity that we recognize as our own soul. So, part of this is a sincere desire to feel all the feeling inside me, virtually around me, and contained by my soul. So, the experience of feeling, I'm suggesting that you might experiment with a single drop of water, but you can make it bigger if you want. You can make it the size of a thimble. You can make it the size of a cup. You can use any shape you want. Just experiment with your capacity to feel. When you're ready, that's about you feeling you. Very important. Then it goes into the next level, which is you feeling others and sharing your feelings with others. Very important. It's through that secondary experience that we really grow. The final one is feeling the all. That's so large and mysterious, will be a long time experiencing and embodying that part. 3 parts: self, others, and all. Later on, you can use this exercise of a drop of water whenever you're having a triggered moment. That's how we use the protocol. If you have a trigger, feel it. Feel it with having a tenacity of water. Feel the water be alive. Feel you, that you are alive. Then extend the capacity to, and then ask for the grace to be able to find the truth about what it is. So 3 diameters of that drop of water: self, others, all. Yes, later you can do this with anything. You can do this with a mountain, you can do this with a tree, you can do it with the moon, you can do it with the sun. Enjoy the experimentation. Let me know how it affects you. See you soon.